A newborn cannot speak, walk, or recognize faces. Within 2 decades, that same human reasons abstractly, forms deep bonds, and builds an identity. Developmental psychology asks how this transformation happens. Jean Piaget proposed that children think in fundamentally different ways than adults, passing through 4 stages as their minds mature. Each stage builds on the one before, and no stage can be skipped. Children are not just smaller adults with less knowledge. The sensorimotor stage lasts from birth to age 2. Infants learn by touching, grabbing, and mouthing objects. The major milestone is object permanence, understanding that things still exist even when you cannot see them. Before this, out of sight truly is out of mind. From 2 to 7, children are in the preoperational stage. They use language and symbols but struggle with logic. They are egocentric, unable to see the world from another person's perspective. They also fail conservation tasks, not realizing that quantity stays constant when shape changes. Ages 7 to 11 mark the concrete operational stage. Children can now reason logically about concrete objects. They master conservation and can classify objects into categories. But abstract thinking is still out of reach. They need something tangible to reason about. The formal operational stage begins around age 12. Adolescents can now think abstractly, reason hypothetically, and consider possibilities beyond immediate experience. If then reasoning, scientific hypothesis testing, thinking about thinking itself. This is the foundation of adult rational thought. Lev Vygotsky argued that cognitive development is fundamentally social. Children learn by interacting with more knowledgeable others, parents, teachers, and peers, who guide them beyond what they could accomplish alone. Culture and language shape the very structure of thought. The zone of proximal development is the gap between what a child can do alone and what they can achieve with guidance. Teaching is most effective when it targets this zone, stretching the learner without overwhelming them. Too easy builds nothing. Too hard discourages. Scaffolding refers to the temporary support a skilled partner provides while the learner builds competence. As mastery grows, the scaffold is gradually removed. Language is the primary scaffolding tool in childhood. A parent naming objects, asking questions, and narrating actions is scaffolding constantly. Erikson described 8 stages of psychosocial development spanning the entire lifespan. Each stage presents a central conflict. Resolving it successfully builds psychological strength. Failing to resolve it leaves a lasting challenge that colors how a person approaches the next stage. Trust versus mistrust occurs in infancy. Babies who receive consistent, responsive care develop a sense of trust in the world. Those who experience neglect or unpredictable care may carry a deep mistrust into all later relationships. The first conflict sets the emotional tone for life. Adolescence brings identity versus role confusion. Teenagers experiment with different roles, values, and beliefs to find a coherent sense of self. Erikson called successful resolution achieving a stable identity. Those who cannot find direction experience role confusion, uncertainty about who they are. In middle adulthood, generativity versus stagnation becomes central. People strive to contribute to the next generation through parenting, mentoring, or creative work. Those who fail to find purpose experience stagnation, a sense of wasted potential and disconnection from the larger human story. John Bowlby proposed that infants are biologically programmed to form attachments to caregivers. These attachments are survival mechanisms. They keep vulnerable infants close to protective adults, especially during threat or distress. Attachment is not just emotional bonding. It is an evolutionary adaptation. Mary Ainsworth's strange situation experiments revealed 3 attachment styles. Securely attached children explored freely with the parent present and recovered quickly when reunited after separation. Anxious children were difficult to soothe. Avoidant children showed little distress and minimal reaction at reunion. Early attachment style predicts outcomes in adult relationships, emotional regulation, and mental health. Securely attached children tend to become confident adults who form healthy bonds. But early attachment is not destiny. Later relationships, therapy, and positive experiences can shift even insecure attachment patterns.